Dons today, Maverick Buffo. Maverick Buffo has had a fine season to this point. Records either 6-0 or 5-0, has no losses on the season. The Dons overall are 12-1. Their sole loss coming to Bingham High School. They earlier in the season won the Dixie Sunshine Tournament and have had a fine season. Last week they played Timpview on Thursday and Friday of last week. In the Thursday game, Spanish Fork won 12-1. And on Friday against Timpview at Timpview, the Dons won 20-0. Kennan Jarvis, catcher, throws the ball down to the second baseman to start the throw around the horn to start the game. Ball gets back into Buffo's hand, and we're ready for the first pitch. Batting first for Wasatch was number 4, McCade Larson. McCord is the third baseman for Wasatch. First pitch of the game is a foul ball swung at, fouled off the catcher, makes the count no balls, 1 strike. Buffo ready to pitch again. Pitch. Called strike for strike 2. Puts Larson in a hole, no balls, 2 strikes. Buffo ready to pitch again. And a swinging strike to Larson. Larson goes down on strikes. I'm sorry about that. The count was 1 ball, 1 strike before that pitch. Now the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Larson ready to swing again. A curve ball thrown by Buffo for a strikeout. Makes the first out of the game, first out of the inning. Ball gets thrown around the horn, back in Buffo's hand. Batting for Wasatch now, number 21, Easton Walker, shortstop for the Wasps. Buffo throws a pitch, it's a strike. Quickly, Buffo has 2 strikes on Walker. Buffo readies again. And he throws a strike for a called strike, 3rd strike. Sets Walker down for 2 outs in the inning. Coming to the plate for Wasatch, number 8, Tag Baxter. He will be pitching for Wasatch today. Buffo's ready again. Doesn't take Maverick very long to get ready. First pitch is a ball, down and away. Coach Shue Nelson for the last 28 years has had his pitchers work very fast. About as fast as the catcher can get the ball back to the pitcher. It's ready to throw again. Starts the Baxter with 2 balls, makes the count 2 balls, hits the ground ball to third base. Jason Money makes the catch, throws across the diamond for the out. 3 outs on 3 up and 3 down for Wasatch. And we're ready to start the bottom of the first inning for this game today between Wasatch Wasp and the Spanish Fork Dons. Leading off for Spanish Fork, number 23, Bennett Bradford, the center fielder. Pitching for Wasatch today, number 8, Tag Baxter. Catching for him, number 24, Cade Cloward. Bennett Bradford playing center field today. Pitched in last Friday's game against Timpview. Had a great outing against Timpview. Actually, on that Friday's game against Timpview, Bradford hit 3 doubles. Baxter starts the count. 2 balls, no strikes to Bradford. 3 balls and no strikes to Bradford. Bradford again ready at the batter's box. Pitches a strike. Takes the count to 3 balls, 1 strike. Bradford swings and misses at strike 2. Makes the count full. Bradford hits a foul ball to the right field side of the field. Nobody can get to it. Keeps the count full. Bradford readies himself back in the batter's box. Baxter ready to pitch. Once again, Baxter's ready. Gets a signal from his catcher. Ball's hit high in the air. Catcher's calling for it. Catcher drops the pop fly. Saves Bennett another swing. Cade Cloward camped under that ball and just jumped out of his ball glove at the end there. Bradford readies himself in the batter's box again. Count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Swings again. Pops it up foul. This ball's out of play. Keeps count full. Bradford is making Baxter work at this at bat. Bradford hits again. The ball's hit hard to left field for a base hit. Bradford rounds first base. The ball gets back into the shortstop, and so Bradford will stop at first with a single. Batting second today for Spanish Fork is Cooper Thorpe, the second baseman, number 1. Bradford takes his lead at first. Baxter looks over, ready to pitch. The pitch. Called strike on Cooper. Thorpe looks down third base, gets his signals from Coach Whites Nelson. Gets himself ready in the batter's box again. 1 strike on him. Ball's thrown over to first. Bennett Bradford back in time. Coop tries to lay down a bunt, squares up, pops the bunt foul, takes the count to no balls and 2 strikes. Once again looks down to third base to Coach Whites for his signals. Readies himself in the batter's box. Baxter ready to pitch. Looks over at Bennett Bradford at first. Throws back to first. Bennett back in time. Playing first base for Wasatch, Colton Post. Cooper hits the ball to third. Third turns to second, second to first. And Thorpe safe at first. Bennett Bradford out at second on the pivot. They're safe at first.
Now batting for the Dons is shortstop, number 2, Hayes Hall.
So with 1 out, brings to the plate number 2, Hayes Hall, with Cooper Thorpe at first base. Baxter ready to pitch. Timeout is called. Umpire calls for time. Hayes readies himself in the batter's box again. Cooper Thorpe with a healthy lead at first base. The pitch just outside, called ball on the pitch. Baxter looks again at Thorpe at first. The pitch, a called strike on Hayes Hall. So count goes to 1-1 with 1 out here in the inning. Cooper, of course, takes off. The throw down to second is high. Thorpe slides in safely at second base with the stolen base. Count goes to 1-2 on Hayes Hall. Now with a runner in scoring position. Thorpe gets a stolen base. Hall goes down swinging for the third strike. 2 outs in the inning. Brings to the plate number 10, Brady Bate. Brady is playing right field today for the Dons. Last week against Timpview, Bate hit a grand slam home run. Readies himself today. Ball's outside for ball 1. Cooper Thorpe at second base. Bate looks at the second pitch. It's a ball. Count goes to 2 balls and no strikes. Again today we're playing Wasatch Wasps. Pitching for Wasatch, number 8, Tag Baxter. Bate looks at the third ball. Count goes to 3 balls and no strikes. Pitch is called a strike. Takes count to 3 balls, 1 strike. Baxter ready to throw again. Bate ready to hit. 2 outs. Man in scoring position for the Dons. The pitch. Ball 4 on Bate. Brings to the plate number 8, Brock Nelson, Spanish Fork's first baseman.
Now batting for the Dons, the first baseman, number 8, Brock Nelson.
So here we are, Brock Nelson at the plate. 2 outs in the inning with runners on first and second. And first pitch is a ball. Today's broadcast is brought to you live by J-Mart Printing. Lane Henderson at J-Mart can do all of your printing needs. Wedding invitations, posters, business cards, magnets. They do it all at J-Mart. That's at 280 North Main, Spanish Fork. Count goes to 2 balls and no strikes on Brock. With runners at first and second. Two outs in the inning. Three balls, no strikes on Brock. Catcher wants to go out and talk to his pitcher. Some of the infielders going to come in and listen to the conversation that's going on. No runs for the Dons as of yet. Baxter's thrown a lot of pitches in the inning. Here we are ready to go again. Baxter readies himself on the pitcher's mound. Nelson ready. The pitch, a called strike. Takes the count 3 balls, 1 strike. Brock hits a pop fly to the right side. Looks like it's going to fall harmlessly out of play. Takes the count to full, so here we are, full count. 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Brock again ready. And the pitch. Swings and hits a ball just into the left field for a base hit. It's going to score 1 run. Runner stops at third. Brady Bate. Cooper Thorpe scores the first run of the game on a base hit by Brock Nelson.
Now batting for the Dons, left fielder number 18, Trevor Perkins.
A base hit by Brock Nelson falls into left field. Drives around Cooper Thorpe from second base to home for the first run of the game, with Brady Bates stopping at third for the first run of the game, and brings to the plate number 18, Trevor Perkins. Perkins is today's left fielder for the Dons. First pitch is a ball to Perkins. Runners on first and third. 2 outs. Perkins gets ready. Pitch is high and out for 2 balls, no strikes. Perkins ready again in the batter's box. Nelson takes his lead at first. Bate at third. Swing and a foul ball. Takes the count to 2 balls and 1 strike on Perkins. Perkins swings, hits the ball foul. It's going to fall out of play onto the batting cages behind the Don dugout. Takes the count 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 men on base. Perkins hits a pop fly to the infield. Shortstop camps under it for the out. 3 outs in the inning. So after one complete inning of play, Spanish Fork 1, Wasatch 0.
In the bottom of the first inning, the Dons had 1 run on 2 hits.